Hi guys, we're going to have a very quick video here on indices, and I'm only going to focus on the tougher questions. And I've chosen these numbers because I want to make sure without a calculator you have a way of doing these. So I want to evaluate this fraction to the power of minus 2/3. So because there is a minus here, that should remind you that you need to reciprocate. And I actually find when it's fractions easier to reciprocate because you just flip them. Now some people like to reciprocate last, but I just prefer to get out of the way and reciprocate at the start, which allows me to have just a positive power, which means it's the cube root, this denominator means it's the root value of 512, and that's squared, and also it's the cube root of 343 squared. So you do have a couple of options here of just remembering your cube values, and it's going to make your life so much easier. But just in case you don't, I'm going to show you a method of doing this. So basically what you need to think of is we're going to have three numbers times together, and that's got to be 512. And the secret with multiplication is just to focus on the last numbers. Now you should probably know that 5 cubed is 125, so it's definitely going to be bigger than that. So let's just imagine I put a 6 and a 6 and a 6. So 6 is a 36. The last number of 36 is 6. Times that again, you get 36. So I'll just repeat that again. So I'm just looking at the last number. So 6 is a 36. So I'm just looking at this bit. Times it by 6 again, I get 36. So I know that 6 cubed is going to end in a 6, so it's not that. Let's get rid of those. It might make more sense when we actually find the one we want. So let's try 7. It's not going to be 7 because it's even. Well, it could be. But 7 times 7 is 49. So using the 9 times that by 7, we get 63. So I know that when I cube 7, the end digit is going to be a 3, which probably is going to be for this one. So let's just leave that there for a minute. So let's try 8 times 8 times 8. 8 times 8 would be 64. So look at this digit, times that by 8. 8 fours are 32, which means that 8 cubed is going to end in a 2. So I've probably found them now. So let's just do this. 64 times 8. So that's 32. 6 8s are 48. Plus 3. There we go. So that is 8 squared. And just to prove this to you, so 49 times 7. 9 7s are 63. 4 7s are 28. Plus that. There we go. 343. So without a calculator, just by using my knowledge of multiplying numbers, I can find out. So the answer is 64 over 49. Now, this type of question, if you were asked to calculate the value of k, this is solving an equation, but with indices. Now, the difficulty here is that these base values are not the same, but you should be able to see that they can be written as the same. For example, 9 can be written as that, and 27 can be written as that, and now I have the same base value. Just pop the rest on. So now we have this whole power to power rule, so you should know that we can multiply these. So it would be 3 to the power of 4k's is equal to, now be careful here, we're multiplying both of these two terms by 3. So it's going to be 12k minus 3. It's the minus 3 part that people go wrong. So we have the same base values. So 3 to the power of 4k is equal to 3 to the power of 12k minus 3. Which means that these parts, the index parts, they must be equal to one another. So we have 4k equals 12k minus 3. We can now rearrange this. So 8k is equal to 3. And therefore k, oh, that's a k, it is 3/8. And there you have it. That is how you solve an equation with indices. Now, the other indice rules should be very simple to you, but they're the kind of two most important ones.